Hi guys, Paul Gold here, and I'm here today to talk to you about your personal tennis breakthrough. And the basis of that breakthrough is pretty simple. It's as simple as the fact that success is trackable. Success is traceable. Far too many people try and go out on their own, see what happens, take a chance, roll the dice, and hope that something sticks, when in fact you could just follow the very well-worn path to success that other people have used and grooved and dug out before you. So what do I mean? Well, there are 5 very simple success characteristics that people have used again and again and again, not only in tennis, but in any walk of life where success has been the outcome. And I'm going to show you what they are now so that you can begin to see how you can fit your bits and pieces in your tennis into these 5 success strategies. So why don't we get going? Well, number 1 is action and implementation. Taking action is huge. Procrastination, hanging around, seeing what's going to happen. I might do it, I might not, I'll wait till the right chance, I'll wait for the right opportunity to come along, is not a success trait, is not a success factor. Speed of action, actually going out, seeing if something works, learning from it if it doesn't, is a success trait. Far too many people, I'm sure you've heard it before, are stalling because of this fear of failure. They think if they're going to go out and it doesn't work out the first time, what's going to happen? Oh, everyone's going to laugh, or I'll just better pack it in because it obviously won't work. That's not the way successful people operate. Successful people are in fact the biggest failures because they fail the most, learn the most from it, and then refine the process as they go along, and they get nearer and nearer and nearer the target. No one goes out and hits a home run straight off the bat. That's not the way it works. So the first success trait is speed of action and implementation. Success factor number 2 is the ability to take action simultaneously and not sequentially. So what does that mean? Well, it's your ability to go out, and don't forget there's never just one thing you're doing, yeah? And it doesn't mean multitasking, it means your ability to go out and work at certain different things. Let's go back to number 1 where I'm asking you to have speed of action, but actually to go out, see what happens when you're doing that thing. Go out, you might be looking at something completely different, but see how that works. Go out, do something else, see how that works. Not just wait to do something in a particular order. We've seen that successful people tend to be able to create chaos, but actually organize and thrive in that potential chaos. But what happens is, so let's go back to number 1, in fact the key to success is being able to get through as many experiences as you can, learn from them, and put the pieces back into place in an order that actually helps you get to the end result you wanted. So that's number 2, taking action simultaneously and not sequentially. The number 3 success trait is in fact an attitude to failure, because fear of failure is in fact the biggest hurdle to success, which I mentioned in number 1. But successful people have a particular attitude to failure. They look at failure as purely a result to learn from. They don't see it as a failure and a reason to stop and slow down, which is what I mentioned before. The attitude to failure of the successful person is it's just another experience to learn from. There's a very, very famous Michael Jordan quote. Michael Jordan, everybody knows, arguably the greatest athlete, certainly the greatest basketball player ever to have lived. And he says, I'm the success I am today because I'm the biggest failure. I've tried the most shots, I've took the most shots, I've missed the most shots. It was me missing all of those shots that allowed me to make all those winning shots. So number 3 is your attitude to failure. Success strategy number 4 is in fact to be a master of strategy. Now what does that mean? And I don't mean just being good on court, having good tactics and strategy on the court. I mean in a multi-modality way. I mean you need to be able to look at your whole game and have a strategy for working out what to do with each facet of your game so you know exactly how all the pieces stick together. People who are successful are great at planning the overall picture, what I call surveying the landscape. They're able to look at things from a slightly higher view. They can see all the bits and pieces, a bit like a jigsaw, and they can see where all the bits go and how they're all going to fit together. Not enough people have the ability to do that, and like I said at the very beginning, they're just flying at their games randomly, and even if something works, it doesn't stick because there's no link to anything else. It's just a random individual event that happens to work out well. When you have the strategy, when things come off, the effect is compounded because it's also linked to something else that you've planned in and around it. So number 4 is the mastery of strategy. And finally, success strategy number 5 is the immunity to criticism. All successful people who strive for success have people around them who are going to ridicule them. These people who kind of go out on the extra limb to be the Wimbledon champion or the club champion or just to be the best tennis player they can will have people around them who are saying, what are they doing? Why has he got that little book and he's going to the gym and he's writing things down and who does he think he is? Roger Federer? The success trait of all successful people, like I said, at whatever level, world class or even local level, is that they have a certain immunity to criticism and ridicule from others. So there you go. Action, implementation, taking action simultaneously. 3, attitude to failure. 4, being a master of strategy. And 5, the immunity to criticism.